Multi-million-dollar production lines have been pumping out some of Afghanistan's most popular fizzy drinks. Despite all the turmoil over the last 20 years, these bottles have not only retained their local base, but they've now found a market in 28 countries. It's an important economic lifeline for hundreds of workers and associated supply chain industries. Since the collapse of the former government, Afghanistan's exports have declined. Many large business owners have set up companies abroad to circumvent sanctions.
Afghanistan has to be acknowledged as a nation by all countries. We have to deal with problems related to banking, visas and international travel. We need facilitation, not assistance, and access to the global market for purchases and banking activities.
Although there are banking restrictions and no other government recognizes this one in Afghanistan, but businesses are continuing. With an annual turnover of over $50 million, this factory alone produces over $10 million worth of exports.
Agricultural products, including pine nuts, remain the biggest export. China is buying the largest amount, surpassing traditional markets in the Gulf states, Europe and America. Once polished, roasted, sorted, they fetch a higher price. But Chinese importers buy non-processed or raw pine nuts. That means less revenue and fewer jobs for many Afghans whose livelihoods depend on the industry. Because of drug trafficking, cargoes from Afghanistan go through extra scrutiny. That has a further impact on exports.
Most of
the time, our neighbors purchase Afghan pine nuts at a reduced cost or smuggle them. Then they export to other nations. We require facilitation for regular trade. There should be arrangements between governments for businessmen on both sides.
From mountains of minerals to the world's most expensive spice, Afghans know they have a lot to offer to the outside world. But hand-picked delicate strands of saffron are no match for minerals like coal, whose exports had a drastic decline. It's an important contributor to the nearly $150 million annual exports. But Afghanistan's increasing imports mean it's buying more than it's selling. The result, a widening trade deficit. And unless the current government comes up with a comprehensive economic plan and external restrictions on Afghanistan are eased, its industry is unlikely to flourish. Sama Mijaved, Al Jazeera, Herat.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.